Namaste guys and girls. My name is Dr. Sharvari and today I'm going to talk about medical termination of pregnancy or abortion as we say it. You know, what to do if you come across such situation before your marriage or while you are in a relationship. So what to do in that situation we are going to see in this video. See, you need to watch the video that I posted earlier, that is unwanted pregnancies, how to deal with that situation. In that video I've spoken in detail about how to diagnose yourself at home with the help of UPT, when to go to the doctor, how to know your correct options, after sonography choose your options correctly, how to seek support from family or your partner, and what to do in that situation. We also talked about consent below 18 years of age and above 18 years of age. In that video I also mentioned about MTP, but then we did not talk about detail in it. In this video we are going to see all the details of medical termination of pregnancy or abortion. Okay, so the first thing is, if you're coming across a situation where you are having unwanted pregnancy, then you obviously need to explore this option that you want to get it terminated. When are the situations that you can get it terminated? See, firstly, if a woman is sexually assaulted or was raped, and if the child is a consequence of that, the fetus is a consequence of that, then she can get it terminated, and after that, if it is causing some sort of health issues to the female or to the baby, then you can get it terminated. If the child that is yet to be born, if they have some health issues, then it can be terminated. And if there's some sort of contraceptive failure because of which the pregnancy has occurred, then also you can get it terminated. Okay, so MTP law was amended this year. Before this year it was like MTP was valid till 20 weeks. From this year it has been made valid till 24 weeks. Okay, now when you are planning to get your pregnancy terminated, firstly you need to go to the doctor. They'll confirm your pregnancy with the help of sonography and tell you about the weeks. Okay, now after knowing that, if it is like below 12 weeks, then opinion of just one doctor is sufficient. If it is above 12 weeks, then opinion of 2 or more doctors may be needed to get it terminated. And above 24 weeks, it's not done in India. Okay, at least after the amendment that has been done this year. Previously it was just 20 weeks. Above 20 weeks it could not be done before this amendment. Now after this amendment, after 24 weeks of pregnancy it cannot be terminated. Okay, now when you go to the doctor, they tell you about weeks and you know about this. Okay, now if your pregnancy is below 9 weeks, then you can get it terminated with the help of medicines. But you have to be careful that you're not allergic to those medications. In case of allergies, they might recommend you that you go for some surgical options also. Okay, now talking about this, that you're consuming some medications. Okay, so what are the things that you'll go through? See, they'll give you some medicines orally, and then maybe after some time through your vagina. Okay, then you'll have intense bleeding that will start. Okay, and after that you'll have very profuse bleeding, like in 2 hours, in a matter of 2 to 3 hours, your 2 to 3 pads will be filled with blood. That kind of bleeding you'll have, and the bleeding might even last for 7 to 8 days or even 10 days for that matter. And on the second or third day you might have very much pain. Even on the first day you might have very much pain, and if it is unbearable for you, you can even go to the doctor and get some painkillers. Okay, but don't take it by yourself. You need to get it from a doctor itself. Okay, then after that, you might even pass clots. You might have that abdominal distension and a lot of cramping in your abdomen, even back pain for that matter. In some cases even fever might be there along with headache. Okay, these are the things that you come across if you get it terminated after consuming medicines. Now if it is done surgically, it is done with the help of dilatation and evacuation, where they aspirate all the contents from your uterine cavity, and your uterus is emptied. Okay, after that you might even have bleeding. Okay, and there might be abdominal pain, fever, and nausea, vomiting, you know, that sort of things might happen. Although there might be some complications with this, you know, sometimes there might be uterine perforation, you know, and there might be some sort of rupture, or even you know, some sort of toxicity might happen, or septicemia, or you know, inflammation of your peritoneum, as we say, peritonitis. All these things might happen. So surgical procedures are on the riskier side. They might even, you know, cause some sort of conception failures in future. Okay, so you might not be able to conceive if such sort of things happen. So you need to be very careful with your options. You need to be very sure, your doctor needs to be very sure about it. So all these things need to be very proper. Okay, and if the bleeding continues even after 10 to 15 days, or there is some sort of recurrence of bleeding, then you need to go to your doctor. And even after this procedure is complete and your bleeding has stopped, then also you need to go and get sonography done to check if there are some sort of remnants there, or you're completely that your embryo or fetus is completely aborted or not. So you need to get your sonography done once again after your bleeding has stopped. Okay, so these are the things. Now the last thing that I would like to say, that although there might not be conception failures in every case, but in some cases it might occur. So that's why I said that you need to be careful with your options. Okay, the last thing that I would like to say is that please do not go to some illegal setups. You don't know what these people do. You might even bleed out to death because they are not the experts into it. You know, it requires opinion of even more than 2 doctors sometimes. You know, it's a risky procedure. It's like playing with someone's life. So you need to be very careful, and even your doctors, they need to be registered medical practitioners, okay, and experienced gynecologists for that matter. So do not go to some illegal setup or some illegal person. If you're below 18 years of age, you know, I would recommend you go to your parents and tell them everything, or your guardians, the person that you can trust. If you're above 18, obviously you can give your own consent. Your partner's consent is not necessary for it, but then it's always good to have support of your family and your partner. It's a very tough time, you know, you're losing a lot of blood. After that you might feel a lot of weakness and, you know, sort of anemia. So you need to keep your diet correct. You need to rest, you know, don't burden yourself with work. Take proper amount of rest, consume proper amount of food, and take care of yourself. So I hope this video was informative, and I hope you guys liked it. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to help me grow. And if you have any doubts, you can DM me on my Instagram. I'll mention the link below in the description. And thank you so much. See you all next time. Bye bye.